Hey, what's going on, Obscure Mic people? It's Bart coming at you yet again with another microphone review video. And why I'm wearing the headphones is beyond me. I shouldn't be. Maybe it makes me feel better about life. Checking out the Movo UM700. W technically just stands for the white version of this microphone, which I find visually appealing. It's not your typical grayish microphone. It's just it's different. It's kind of like a Yeti, a white one. That's okay though. We've got the Movo in the studio. It's a USB-C multi-pattern condenser microphone. Let's check this thing out. As you can see, it had the multi-pattern selection switch and a gain knob. You've got a mute button and the volume for the monitoring. Great looking grill, sturdy as can be, and it does come with a USB-C to C and a USB-A to C cable. Okay, now that you've seen everything about the microphone, what it comes with, what features it has, now we've got it plugged up. Let's actually talk about what it does. Obviously, you got your multi-pattern selection switch. First things first, headphones, headphone jack, not latency-free monitoring. It is to monitor through your computer. So if I want to listen back to this track I'm recording, I can do that with the headphone jack plugged into the microphone, but I can't hear what I'm saying into the microphone right now. Hate when that happens. Strike one. But listen, the point of this review is to be a Yeti hater again. This is basically kind of like a Yeti, but it's cheaper. And if it sounds anywhere close to good enough, I always recommend going with cheaper because the Yeti doesn't sound that great, in my opinion. It sounds fine, doesn't sound great. So let's go ahead, and while we're on the cardioid polar pattern, let's throw plosives into it. I expect it to be bad. Peter Piper picked a patch of pickle pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a patch of pickle pineapple pizza. When you get right on top of the Movo UM700, this is what it sounds like when you're right on top of the Movo UM700. Let's go ahead and do some off-axis noise rejection. You'll also see the microphone yet again, but we're in cardioid mode. 180 degrees now after doing that 90-degree test that was unannounced. 90 degrees again. Rotating around back to the front of the microphone. Let's go ahead and test out the mute switch while we're at it. See if it makes any kind of audible clicking noise when we press it. Mute switch is back off, and now we're back to getting full sound. Not into my headphones, though. That's okay. Let's go ahead and test some of the polar patterns. It's a USB mic. It's USB-C. There's things I like about it. Actually, the build quality is better than the Yeti, if I must say so myself. Honestly, the build quality is better. The Yeti, I have one laying around here taken apart. The build quality is not that great. I can tell by handling this that the build quality is actually a little bit better. How about that, Blue? Movo one-upped you there. All right, let's go ahead and check out some polar patterns. First, we're going to go to figure 8. Start at the beginning. See if any noise is generated when I do that. Definitely was. So now we're on figure 8, talking into the front. Now I'm going to turn it around and talk into the back so you can hear what it sounds like in the back as opposed to the front. That's not figure 8. I'm a dum-dum. That's stereo. Stereo. I don't know if I'm going to export this in stereo, but it's stereo. I guess I could do that. That would be fine. Great. Let's go to Omni Directional. So this should pick us up no matter where we're at on the microphone. It's still going to pick us up all the way around 360 degrees, picking us up in Omni Directional. It looks like the waveforms are just a tiny bit smaller too. Go ahead and turn it past cardioid to figure 8 like I thought I was doing the first time. Now we're in figure 8, talking into the front of it. Going to turn it all the way around and talk into the back of it as well. As you can see, the side starts cutting the sound off, but the back sounds fine and the front sounds fine. How do I know? I don't. I can't hear it, but I assume. It'll be okay. It's all good. All right. Movo UM700. I recommend it over a Yeti because I recommend everything over a Yeti. I don't even feel bad about it. No, for real. This is kind of more fun than a Yeti. The stand is more practical. It sits up higher than a Yeti. It's tough grill, tough body, nice mute switch. It's just nicer, in my opinion, and it's cheaper. So, over a Yeti, yes. Over a Q2U, probably not. Not depending on your use case, I guess. But, you know, this is intended to be a Yeti killer and a Bigfoot killer from Behringer, actually, as well. So I haven't tested that one, but Movo UM700, it's not bad for the price. It's under $100, and a Yeti costs more than $100. That's really all I have for that. They're targeting the Yeti. I support this over the Yeti. It's that simple. You guys know that I don't love USB mics that much. I'm an XLR kind of guy, but I do appreciate the convenience of a USB mic, and it's USB-C. And to clear something up, which my good buddy from Gut Punch News, or now, well, I can't really say what else he's from, but a good buddy of mine said USB-C doesn't help the audio quality at all. I don't think any of us, maybe some of you think it does. I don't think that it does. USB-C to me is just a more convenient hookup because almost everything is USB-C these days. And to me, it's stronger. Yeah, you may break a cord, but the USB port itself, to me, is stronger than a micro or a mini USB. So I appreciate the implementation of a USB-C port in the Movo UM700. That's an advantage over the early Yeti. I think the newer ones might use USB-C, but whatever. They're like pushing $200 on the new ones, and this is under $100. So if you like this and you were thinking about buying a Yeti, I suggest you buy this instead if that's where you want to spend your hard-earned money, is on a mounted condenser multi-pattern microphone. Spend your money here instead of Yeti if that's the way you wanted to go. Obscure Mike's Movo UM700 is out. Thanks to Movo for sending it to me. I'll have to put the paid promotion link in the beginning because I forgot to say that. But Movo sent this to me for my unbiased review. And for the target audience they're going after, they nailed it because they're going after the Yeti. And I'd rather have this. Obscure Mike's. Peace out.